Matt Tebbutt has hit out at the BBC following his axing from MasterChef, The Professionals. The presenter, 52, was drafted in as a replacement for Greg Wallace, who was dismissed by the BBC as they launched an inquiry into his alleged misconduct, but is being let go after a sole run of episodes. Now, the star, who is also known for fronting Saturday Kitchen, has spoken out about his sudden axing, noting that it has been a tricky time since and he was left incredibly upset by the entire thing. Speaking on BBC Radio 4's The Food programme, he said, "It was, yes, of course it is, difficult. I mean, I'm not going to say I wasn't upset. I was really upset. And it could have been handled a lot better." Matt had been sharing the screen with Marcus Waring and Monica Galetti, but eventually came to the conclusion that it is what it is when it comes to Boss's decision to axe him, especially in the world of showbiz. He added, "But it is what it is. You know, Terry's worse things going on. You've got to be pretty resilient. It's part of the game, really. I guess it's like if you're a politician, you're going to get knocks. So it's just par for the course, I think. Walking into such an established show, whatever had happened before, you don't want to be that guy that turns up and steamrollers everything. To then go in and get to know the personalities of Monica and Marcus, and get to know the crew and still do your job and deliver, it was a lot." News of Matt's departure was first reported in March, with insiders claiming that he hadn't done anything to preclude his axing but that producers felt having just two presenters was best for the format of the show. A source said, "There might be a few eyebrows raised that Matt isn't staying on given he has just joined. He didn't do anything wrong and will definitely come back to the series as a guest in the future." Speaking to The Sun, the source added, "But bosses simply realized that they could get away with just having Marcus and Monica at the helm, especially as their chemistry is great and they have a tight relationship." 3 was a bit of a crowd. Matt has taken it all in his stride and has plenty of other work to keep him busy. The whole experience was brilliant exposure for him. At the time, a Banye spokeswoman said, "No decisions have been made yet about the presenting lineup for the future series of MasterChef. We won't comment on speculation." MasterChef faced turmoil following accusations against former presenter Greg Wallace, who was dismissed after 45 of 83 complaints were substantiated against him, whilst his former co-host John Turode was also axed by the BBC after he was alleged to have used an extremely offensive racist term. Upon joining the series, which launched as a platform for those already in the industry almost 20 years after the original format came about, Matt spoke of his delight at the new opportunity. At the time, he said, "It's an absolute honor to be working alongside these two titans of the food world. Their knowledge and uncompromising attitude is now the stuff of legend and I look forward to them taking me under their wing and seeing the chefs get off to a flying start in the competition. I'd like to see myself as the nice guy of the outfit. I've run kitchens before, run my own, I know the pressure that these guys are under." But Matt, who also replaced James Martin on Saturday Kitchen, also spoke of his trepidation into taking over the job to begin with.